I've shared over the last like 4 years the ebbs and flows and ups and downs of our journey with Majik Kids, our audio entertainment company and platform. And it's been a heck of a ride. I shared recently we're going to go out and raise $1 million and sell a bunch of shares and build an advisory team and really put the rocket fuel that we need for this thing to take flight all the way. And so I'm going back through our deck next in about a month. I am going to an event in Austin. I get a 3 minute investor's pitch, kind of like a Shark Tank thing. And so I'm getting everything dialed. I've already started to get introductions of people who are interested in investing or who are interested in making connections. So I'm like kind of in this mode the next 2 days of like just fast and furious trying to really make this even better than what it already is, and it's already great. I'll share it once it's done. Um, but last night over dinner, because I worked on this a whole bunch yesterday in the afternoon, I was chatting with my wife and my son while we were eating and asking them, in their opinion, what makes Magic Kids special? What makes it unique? What's our unfair advantage? Why is it that, when you culminate all the different things that we do and are doing, what makes them special? And for all of us as entrepreneurs and who are selling whatever it is that we're selling, there's something about you that you have some form of unfair advantage if we really look into what is it that makes us special or unique in the work that we're doing, in the ways that we do it, with the people that we're doing it with. And so I just want to run through some of these pieces, and then you'll get your own little exercise here. Um, where you'll get to talk about your own unfair advantage and also where are you heading. So as your vision expands, as financial success comes through your bank accounts and you grow your wealth, what does the future look like for you and the work that you're doing and the ways that you're showing up and doing it? What changes as you begin to expand your vision and your horizons? So some of the unfair advantages for us with Magic Kids is that we're an all-in-one listening and learning platform for families, classrooms, and kids who still believe in magic. So, you can go to different platforms, you can get your audio stories, or you can go to another platform and get your music, or go to another platform and get your meditations, or you can go to homeschooling platforms and get your curriculum, but we're doing all of it inside of one platform. Next is movies for the ears. So a lot of children's audio stories that are out there are just a narrator reading a story. And we do cinematic audio stories with voice actors, music, and sound design to really bring the stories to life. Um, we also, it's values alignment. So every story has a deeper message and meaning that a 4-year-old can listen and they laugh at the fart jokes and love the characters, and a 12-year-old can listen and understand the deeper meaning and messages that are coming through the stories and the characters' journeys that they go on. Fair pay publishing. So we're the first of that. Fair pay publishing companies paying up to 50% of our revenue to our growing artist pool. So the goal of the company is to help as many artists as possible make their full-time living through the work that they're doing with Magic Kids and by inspiring children. Learning mode. So we have social emotional learning curriculum. Every story comes with curriculum to help kids integrate the lessons and themes. And we're now growing learning mode by aligning with content partners. Next, we're the all-in-one app. So audio stories, music, meditations, activities, all under one roof. We have a comedy marketing engine, so over 2 million views on YouTube that has proven to create conversions inside of the app. We're human made and not AI made. So we're created by artists, parents, and educators, not machines. Cross-cultural reach. We're not red, we're not blue, we're a purple path. We're bridging worlds and not instead of dividing them. And we've got a creative story engine. So we have a scalable creative pipeline now that is built for licensing and global expansion. So we have hundreds of artists inside of our network, illustrators, voice actors, musicians, composers, producers, authors, illustrators. We have a writer's room that is writing regular content. We have a writers and comedy team that are creating comedy videos. And so we've got this pipeline that everything is set up and ready to go. And then, so that is like the unfair advantage pieces that as we were making our list last night. We came up with all these. One of the other ones is that families can find short stories, TV length show stories, or feature length stories that are the length of a movie for our audio story library. Um, and so then, as far as like where we are going, so our next phases in our roadmap are beefing up our learning mode channels. So finding a dozen learning mode partners in science, history, inventions, entrepreneurship, nature, etc., so that kids can tune into topics they're really interested about and find the funnest audio and PDF educational entertainment content they can on those topics. Building up Magic Plus. My son is 9 right now. Soon he will be older. And we need to have a new section inside Magic Kids that will become Magic Plus, which would be for tween or teen friendly stories as our audience grows into the new phases of their life. Studio Magic. So this is Studio Magic right now, where I'm in. And Studio Magic in the future will be a real world creative studio, production hub, and retreat center for our team to work from to host educators and artists from all over the world to come make their music, their stories, to transform educational content into entertaining educational content. And that will be the hub where we launch all this from. And then something we're going to be experimenting with, based on conversation last night when we were brainstorming, is live audio events. So, doing real improv events where we have a handful of voice actors in the studio. Kids can tune in, they can suggest character ideas and story ideas, and then we have a team of improv artists who will create the stories on the spot. So, those are some of the unfair advantages of what we have, what we've built, and where we're going. And so, these are pieces that are being communicated. So, to turn the tables on you, based on your life experience, which I forgot to mention in the pitch here, is I have over 20 years in the entertainment, education, transformation, and marketing spaces as far as somebody who's like pulled all these pieces together, and now we have a vehicle that can make use of those skills I've developed. So for you, based on your trainings, your life experience, where you've been, what you're doing, the tools you have, the way you use those tools, the audience you're focused on, make a list of some of the unique attributes or the unfair advantages that you have by simply being yourself and doing the work you do and working with the people that you're working with. So make a list and we'll take 5 minutes to do this exercise just to come up with a bullet point list. And then for the second part of this exercise, you're going to come up with like the future vision. Come up with three things. As money flows and money builds, where does this grow into for you? And John and Melanie, as you just arrived, we just did a little sermon around the unfair advantage. So, what is your unfair advantage? What is the unique differentiator for that you bring to your work that others in a similar field as you may not necessarily have because of your unique training, your vision, your skill sets, your team, what you've actually created, what you've built, what you're doing, the way that you do it, your processes, systems, etc. What makes you unique and what gives you an unfair advantage in your particular industry and line of work that you're doing? And then, as you can imagine, your work expanding and you having excess resources at your disposal, meaning money, to scale and to grow in a new way, what is on the roadmap for you? What are the things that you would be adding to your business, your pipeline, your team, your lifestyle, whatever it is, as those resources begin to stack for you and you begin to reinvest back into the vision of the business? So, we're going to take 5 minutes. Just brainstorm whatever comes up for you, starting with the unfair advantage, and then we'll go from there.